You look around and it feels like everyone is moving faster than you. Noise, urgency, endless updates. The world pushes at you and calls it progress. There's a thought that circles your mind. Maybe discipline is just another word for exhaustion. Maybe silence is a luxury that doesn't fit this age. Most people surrender to the current. They let their minutes bleed out into screens, half-finished thoughts, and tomorrow's promises. They justify drifting as normal, even wise. But you sense it isn't, not really. Every morning, you wake to the same war, comfort versus conviction. The bed is warm, the light outside is dull, and your brain whispers reasons to pause, to postpone, to wait for a perfect feeling that never arrives. Around you, convenience has built a fortress. Food appears in seconds. Opinions are traded faster than understanding. The culture rewards the quickest, not the deepest. It urges you to keep scrolling, never stopping, never truly alone with your mind. This is the foundation of exhaustion. Attention split, effort scattered, discipline eroded in quiet moments when nobody is watching. You feel it, an urge to flee discomfort, to fill every silent space with noise. But that urge doesn't deliver peace. It builds a cage you only notice when you try to break free. Inside, another voice fights for clarity. It's quieter. It says, wait, listen, step away from the need to react. Who do you become when you stop performing for the world and start submitting to your own standards? There's a verse often quoted but rarely lived. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. Source: Proverbs, ancient wisdom carried through time. Pause there. Not conquering the world, not conquering others, conquering yourself. That's the divide most won't cross. It isn't glamorous. It doesn't promise applause, but it is the line between chaos and clarity. You want progress, real, measurable progress. But progress comes as the cost of comfort. Discipline is not a mood. It is not waiting for motivation to strike like lightning. Discipline is chosen silence, turning away from distraction, turning toward action even when nobody will see. Most people can force effort when watched. Almost anyone can sprint for a day or two, but the creed demands you show up in the quiet, in the dark, in moments that do not reward you. Yet, when you practice voluntary discomfort, leaving your phone behind, sitting with hunger for 5 minutes, finishing the task before you rest, you build resilience in microdoses. Discipline is a structure, not a feeling. You anchor the day with habits, making the bed, standing up at the first alarm, breathing before you answer. The details change, but the core does not. You become trustworthy to yourself through honest repetition. Every time you keep a promise, every time you act instead of talk, you remind your mind who commands the body. Many will mock silence. They use chatter as armor. But the ones who build power know words shape nothing unless forged by action. Silence is not emptiness, but space for decision. The courage to be silent is the courage to think. Seneca wrote, "If you wish to be loved, love." But in the creed, it becomes, "If you wish to be disciplined, do." Discipline is a verb. You are not owed transformation. You have to build it. Alone, in repetition, in quiet hours when nobody gives you credit. You are here to keep the creed, not just once, but every day. You show up for yourself without permission or audience. You understand each silent sacrifice is a brick in a foundation nobody else will see. Tomorrow, you will wake and the war will return, but your armor will be thicker. Your thoughts will bend to structure, not impulse. Carry this with you. Discipline is the mastery of self in a world that flatters weakness. Silence is the shelter for growth, uncomfortable at first but profound over time. When you keep the creed, you don't just endure the chaos. You shape yourself with each decisive act, each word unsaid, each comfort denied for a purpose. This is how you reclaim clarity, one small, firm choice after another, in the silence nobody else respects. The world will keep shouting, let it. You will keep the creed, and that will be more than enough. This is Iron Creed.